Hey, Keith here. I wanted to give you guys a tour of my 2001 Chevy Express 2500 cargo van. This used to be our service van, and now it's my camper van. So, let me explain why I chose this van. We had to put a new transmission in it, and 6 months later we had to put a new engine in it. So yes, it's a 2001, but it only has about 20,000 miles on the engine and the whole drivetrain. So that's why I chose to go ahead and use this van. Now let me show you what we've done. Hey, let's start with the exterior of the van. I guess the most obvious thing is this rack. And what this rack is here for is because I have 3 100-watt Renogy solar panels mounted to it. And then back here, you can see the Max Air Deluxe roof vent. And if you come over here, you can see where we ran through the roof with the solar cables. And the way that that's set up, it's pretty much assured that it's not going to leak any. And then around over here, we have 2 ports. This port is for the portable solar panels. And this one is for shore power, the 110 volts. All right, let's go inside. Okay, what you're about to see is 18 months and well over 200 hours of labor. Let's check it out. We're going to start just right here with a simple little thing like the paper towels. I just made an adapter here with a little shock cord on it. What a great place to keep the paper towels. Well, I guess the most obvious is the kitchen area. And the most obvious thing on it is this refrigerator, which is a 12 volt, I think it's a 56 quart. It might be a 48, but I can't really remember, but it's way big enough. It has dual controls. It's a freezer and a refrigerator. It also will work off of 110 and 12 volt. I was going to build cabinets and drawers and everything, but when I put these in temporarily, man, it worked so well there wasn't any reason to change it. So, keep it simple, stupid, right? Well, we've got a countertop that's got about 3 coats of polyurethane on it. Again, just another little drawer that's got the silverware and stuff. And then the part that I did build was the overhead cabinets. And man, did they come in handy for storing stuff. We added the little backsplash for character. And then some under the cabinet lights. Let's see if we can see them. At night, man, it's really nice. In the middle of the night when you have to get up and go to the bathroom or something, just hit that and it gives you just enough light. When I'm hooked up to 110 and have shore power, I've got my coffee maker, but then I also can use it off of the inverter. So anytime that I want a quick cup of coffee, I can make it this way, or I can do my tried and true method of the pour over using my 1-burner butane propane stove. And keeping with the kitchen theme, over here is what I call my water station, I guess if you want to call it that. And it worked out so well. You just open this up, put your cup under it, almost out of water. That is nice. I guess while we're here, let's go ahead and talk about these controls. This is a Victron Energy monitor. It will monitor what the battery's doing. Like right now, it's showing that I'm using 2.8 amps. I'm not using it, but I'm getting that much voltage put into the battery off of the solar panels right now. And now you see it just went to 0, and that's because the battery is completely charged. This is the control for the diesel heater, which is a thermostat. It works fantastic. As you see, we've got switches for the lights, which I'll turn them on and off. This has USB port, shows the voltage, and it has for a cigarette lighter. This is the remote control, the portable, for the Max Air roof vent, which is right up here. And this is really cool. And it'll blow in or out, which is nice as well. Shows the temperature. You can set it to maintain a certain temperature. And then just press the button and it closes. And of course I've got storage here. So this area is nice. I don't know if you saw it or not, but if you look right here on this wall, I used the same backsplash as was under the counter to cover this metal with all the hose and stuff, and that worked out great. Alrighty, I don't know if you noticed, it has a tongue and groove pine ceiling. Also put little trim here, and what that does is that allows me to pull out the curtains at night, and these are light blocking curtains, so that if I'm somewhere I can completely block out the light and have my privacy. So that worked out pretty nice. See, people think this is my van. Actually, it's probably his. I know he thinks it is. All right, back here we've got the bed area. This is a twin size 6-inch mattress. You can see I just kind of made it crossways so that you would have more room here in the van. If you do it long ways, it just kind of makes things small. The problem with that is these vans are about, I don't know, 4 to 6 inches just too narrow. So what I did to alleviate that problem was, you can see I put the wood paneling here, but this is actually cut out all the way to the metal of the van. This is just a 1/4-inch piece of Luan. So I have a little insulation here, but what this did was make it where I gained an extra almost 2 inches here, and I did the same over on the other side, which gives me enough that I can lay out and stretch really comfortable. If I want to stretch really big, I have to go catty-cornered, but you know, it gives plenty of room. And I guess, you know, if Donetta wanted to come with me, we could both squeeze in here. All right, that's plenty big for me and Hope. On the curtains, I did the same as the front. You just take them and slide them across, and now you've got the privacy there. The other thing that you don't think about is the thermodynamics of this. That really will help keep it warm in here. All right, and then over the foot of the bed, this is the big cabinet. This gives me a ton of storage. Towels, extra blanket, all of Opie's stuff, my extra clothes. It just really, really made it nice. All right, over here we talked about the diesel heater controls. Well, where that diesel heater is actually back behind all this down below. And this is the vent for the diesel heater. There again, it's that KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. What I do is, I don't know if you can see, but I just drilled a hole in the front and a hole in the back of this drawer, and I ran the vent through that. Now, in the summer, I just disconnect that, take that drawer, put it in storage, and then get the other drawer and slide it in. So for all the months that you don't need a heater, I've got extra storage. All right, let's check out what I call the garage area. So you probably saw in the interior video in there that my closet, which is right here. And that gives us a lot of room for a lot of clothing. And then over here, let's just move these out of the way. Over here is basically all my electrical setup. We've got a 1200 watt inverter. This is a 30 amp Renogy onboard charger. What this will do is, as you can see, the red light's blinking, meaning the solar panels are working. There is no light on the alternator because the engine's not running. And it shows that the battery is fully charged with green, and the fact that it's a blue light means that it is hooked up to the lithium battery. This is the battery charger, which if you're plugged into shore power, it charges the battery and runs all the electrical. And this is just a fuse panel. Now while we're here, this, you say, well, you got your water bottles back here. This is how I've decided to do it. That little water station that I showed you, there's a tube that runs up there, and you can pick up these gallon jugs of water anywhere. So it makes it really easy. Up behind the driver's seat, I can store as many as 3 gallons up there, and I can store as many as 3 gallons back here. So if you're on a long trip or if you're out in the desert area, I can easily have 6 gallons of water. This is the solar panel, the portable. Then you see it's kind of tight where we've got all the different things. That's a little table. This is my grill. These are just storage boxes. I keep rugs and tarps, stuff like that in it. And then this is half the bed, and it goes all the way, and that's where I keep my chair. I keep some of my leveling blocks, just different things. Over here, for the diesel heater, it's just a marine gas tank. And you ask, how efficient are those diesel heaters? I've been out in sub-freezing weather for 4 days. This is a 3-gallon tank. It's not even off of full yet. So, you know, that thing is just amazing. With this, I've got some extra storage here. And then, one of the things that I'm really proud of is my pull-out storage. It used to be longer, but when I upgraded from a 100 amp hour lithium battery to a 200 amp hour lithium battery, I had to move the location. So what I did was I shortened the length of this, and the battery is actually mounted up in front of it now. And then that gave me the space to put the water bottles over there. So man, that worked out great. This is nice. I can close these doors up to the side. I can put my tarp over it. And now in the worst weather that you could have, I could be sitting here cooking, being dry, and then when I'm done cooking, I can slide it back in and open. I can sit here. It's nice. And then the neat thing, lots and lots of storage. And then when you slide it all the way in, if you need to get to something quick, this front part opens right up and you don't have to pull it out. All right. You know what? I think that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I'm pretty proud of it, you guys. Pretty proud. It took 18 months. And the reason it took so long, let me clarify that. I was watching Van City Van Life, and he was adamant about don't just jump in and build the first thing when you first get your van. And at first I thought, well, why not? I know what I want. But you know what? He was 100% correct. I have changed the layout, the design, the way I wanted to do things probably, I don't know, 25 times in that 18 months. But after about a year of going out and camping and doing things, I had a plan came together. And this is the final edition of it, so to say. But anyway, there it is. I do want to let you know that I do have a playlist on the van build. And so far it's got about 22, 23 episodes. But the van build is not over yet. It'll continually upgrade and evolve. But you know, that's what makes it fun. All right. Hope that you like my build. I know I do. See you on the next one. Later.